I'll admit, when I was a kid back in high school, I felt pretty ashamed of myself during PE class because I couldn't do a single pull up. Even into my late teens and my early 20s, I still couldn't do one. I never thought it'd be possible for me to do a single pull up because mostly I was an overweight couch potato. Now I can bang out 4 to 6 at a time with very little issue. The combination of both losing a lot of unnecessary fat, grip training, building up the other upper body muscles with other exercises, and doing easier variations of the actual pull up, like assisted, neutral grip, and negative pull ups, all added up to me being able to do my very first real unassisted pull up. Baby steps is what it took for me to get there. As a matter of fact, it felt more like assisted baby steps with the amount of indirect things that I did that weren't actually pull ups that I had to do in order to do a real pull up. Push ups followed a very similar pattern. When I was in high school, I could barely do 5, and those 5 were ugly and mile high from the ground. I hadn't done push ups in months, but with all of the bench pressing and other core engaging exercises that I've done combined with being over 100 pounds lighter, now I can bang out 12 to 15 of them chest to ground easily. I was pretty shocked when I first started doing these seemingly impossible exercises. I used to avoid them like hell when I started going to the gym because I didn't want to look like a clown struggling to do what so many of the other kids back in high school were doing with so little effort. They made it look easy as hell. Instead, I gravitated more towards the compound barbell movements, which seemed just as badass, but at the same time didn't feel impossible to me. Doing deadlifts and barbell rows seemed so much more possible to me than actually doing a pull up. Bench pressing seemed easier than doing a push up. All this time, subconsciously, I was kind of running away from the fact that I could barely do those bodyweight movements, and some people would actually look down on me for not being able to do them. I had friends who would say that it's stupid that I'm hitting the weight room and can't do bodyweight movements. Now, to an extent, I did agree with them because it does seem more natural to do exercises with your own body than doing exercises with weights. But the fact of the matter was, I couldn't do anything with my own body weight because it was too heavy with all of its excess fat and I was too inactive and weak. I couldn't do a single pull up, period, and I couldn't do a single full ROM push up going all the way down, and I fixed that by doing heavy barbell training that hit the same muscles and made them stronger. I haven't read any scientific research to support this topic, but my gut tells me that other formerly obese people have followed a very similar path. Starting off with heavy barbell training, despite it seeming less natural than starting with bodyweight training, combined with losing some fat, helped build up the muscles and the strength they needed in order to do those basic bodyweight movements, and the weight loss made it a lot easier. You could look at this approach as quote unquote crutching your way to success, or you could look at it as focusing on getting better at the barbell movements and then having your body weight movements improve as a side effect. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Peace.